Alright, brothers, you're about to hear a very effective visualization ahead. First, we're going to cover the story, the philosophies, and what the ideal lover is, and then you'll hear a very effective visualization. So, keep listening and leave me a 5-star review with words behind it. Now, check the show notes and get my book on Gumroad called How to Embody the Rake's Mindset. Now, this is what I want to say prior to starting to this episode, okay? The ideal lover is rare in the modern world, for the role takes effort. You will have to focus intensely on the other person, fathom what she is missing, what she is disappointed by. People often reveal this in subtle ways, through gesture, tone of voice, a look in the eye, and what they say to you. By seeming to be what they lack, you will fit their ideal. To create this effect requires patience and attention to detail. Most people are so wrapped up in their own desires, so impatient, they are incapable of the ideal lover role. Let that be the source of infinite opportunity. Brothers, here's what I need to say to you right now. Before we start, understand that even though I cover some previous episodes on positively narcissistic self-image in my earlier episodes, understand that self-absorption is not a good thing. So don't confuse the narcissism stuff I talk about as self-absorption. Okay? With that said, let's get to the podcast. You guys are listening to the Masculine Mindset Show, a podcast for introverts to become more masculine and get the body of an alpha male, and of course get more mentally healthy and get that seducer's mindset, if you get me. And lastly, I help guys become more desirable and get the mindset of a seducer. Let's get into the podcast. Men are driven by two principal impulses, either love or by fear. They call them Machiavelli. Alright, you guys, do me a favor and don't forget to leave me that 5-star review. And now let's start. Brothers, listen to me. I have given you this visualization today, and I would really hope that you leave me that 5-star review. So, with that said, let's keep fucking going. Now, what you need to understand about this podcast today is I'm going to be starting out with the philosophy of the ideal lover, and then I'm going to jump into a visualization, and then, brothers, I want you to keep listening because this is a damn good podcast. So, understand that most people don't understand what the ideal lover really is. What the ideal lover really is. So, men are driven by two principal impulses, either by love or by fear, as that is a Machiavellian quote, and I want you all to understand this right now. We are going to explore the dark intersection where both collide in the form of the ideal lover. The man who seduces not with need, but with fantasy. Let's get into it. Part 1. The philosophy. Welcome back to the Masculine Mindset Show, where we are going to discuss how this seducer archetype seduces his victims. Brothers, listen to me. I know that might sound a little bit trippy to some of you, but understand that we are talking about a seducer archetype from the book Art of Seduction. So understand that there's a reason why I created my own book called How to Embody the Rake's Mindset. It's very similar to that book, but it's also my own version of the silent rake. Anyways, let's keep fucking going. This is about the ideal lover, okay? Now, what you have to understand is the fact that every time you want to choose your seducer's lens, right? Your seducer's lens is you either go through the day as the cold coquette. If you haven't checked out the cold coquette visualization, look throughout my podcast library, or if you want to do hidden secret life visualization, I suggest you get my free guide called The Secret Life on my website. Check the show notes. It is on where you find 100 plus free articles. Click the link at masculinemindsetcoach.com/masculine mindset blog. Okay? Now, what I want you to understand about this seducer archetype. The ideal lover isn't a player, okay? It's not really like the Rake where he embraces his reputation. He's the experience she didn't know she needed until she felt it. And once she does, it becomes a secret she doesn't want to admit, but she can't forget either. Most men try to be impressive. The ideal lover, he becomes irresistible. Why? Because he knows something most men never learn. Desire is emotional, not logical. Let's say that one more time. Desire is emotional, not logical. It is in the emotional mind. I talk about the emotional mind in my book, Closer's Guide to Seduction. Okay, now, people don't fall in love with traits. They fall in love with how you make them feel. That means she's not looking for your resume. She's looking for a reason to escape. Her world is routine, predictable. Even if she's surrounded by attention, it's flat. The ideal lover becomes the fantasy, the secret oasis, the man who shows up not to solve her life, but to let her abandon it. Because deep down, she's not just craving sex. She's craving permission to feel alive. Brothers, listen to me. Women want to feel your masculine presence. But more importantly, they want to feel alive. Okay? Never forget that. Everyone is starving for something. The ideal lover reads between her words. He studies her tone, her tension, her subtle disappointments, and becomes the exact flavor she's been deprived of. Not by faking it, but by reflecting the part of her that no one else has noticed. He slows his energy down, lingers longer, holds silence like it's a secret only she gets to break. The ideal lover would say something like this. He would say something like this. Not like him. Not like that guy that you're with. I don't want you in that type of way. I don't even need to control you the way he does. I want to free you even from yourself. So you guys, when you make statements like that, because listen to me, huge tip when you're conversing with girls, make statements instead of asking questions. Now, that's the vibe, okay? That's the vibe. I'll say that again. I'm not like him. I don't want to control you. I want to free you even from yourself. That's the vibe. And the magic, you don't even have to be there. Fantasy seduction happens in the space in between, in her overthinking, in the way she replays your words while lying in bed. That's where the ideal lover lives, not in her arms, yet in her imagination. Brothers, listen to me. A woman's most seductive organ is her brain, not her body parts. This is deemed to be repeated one more time. A woman's most seductive organ is her brain, not her body parts. We get to part 2 of this podcast. Visualization. The ideal lover ritual. The ideal lover visualization. This is in the form of a ritual, much more seductive than what you get in the book Art of Seduction. So, this is why I want you to download my book in the show notes called How to Embody the Rake's Mindset. But anyways, let's start this visualization, brothers, okay? Let's drop into it. Find your stillness. Let the noise of the world fall away. Close your eyes and become the man she secretly wishes existed. Brothers, listen to me. I would prefer that you use noise cancellation headphones because this works better that way. I'm going to start the music. So, what I want to say to you right now is this. Right now, okay? Become the man she secretly wishes existed. Breathe in slowly, and on the exhale, feel the tension dissolve. Not with weakness, but with total control. You're not here to impress her. You're here to leave a mark, a beautiful scar her mind will trace over again and again. See her alone, quiet, open, and vulnerable. Not the version she posts for the world, but the one who aches behind her eyes, the one who's strong in public and starving in private. Hold her there. Let her feel seen and feminine and girly. Finally, no other man could ever get her to feel that way. No other man could ever get her to feel girly because you listen to the Masculine Mindset show. You know how to get girls feeling feminine just by your own vibe because you are polarizing in your masculinity. Now speak to her without words, just this intention. You've tried to hide it, but I see it, that restless part of you, the part that craves something dangerous and slow, something you can't control but can't stop thinking about. You want to feel like it's not safe to want me, but it's already too late. Now pull away, not with fear, but with power. Your voice lowers, her eyes narrow. You vanish just enough to let her wander. She leans forward. Her body reacts before her mind catches up. Because it's you she's scripting in her fantasies, even if she'd never admit it. Now breathe. Slow, silent, and still. Get into that relaxation state. Get relaxed and dominant. Anchor this into your walk, your presence, your silence. You're not the guy she wants. You're the escape she's been waiting for. And the second she sees you again, her body will remember. That's it for today's ritual. This is the ideal lover. And if you felt it, trust me, she will too. And I'll say this to you guys right now. If you enjoyed that ritual, do me a favor and leave me a 5-star review and check out my other rituals, such as Silent Rake Embodiment Ritual and also Silent Rake Quick Activation. I love you guys. Peace out. Remember to download how to embody the Rake's mindset, and free articles, masculinemindsetcoach.com/masculine mindset blog.